Hey everybody, it's Tim again, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Ultimate ET along with the Ultimate Telepathic ET. Of course, I did the dressed up ET in the last review, as well as the Deluxe Ultimate ET, which had the light up chest. So again, I love this. I almost don't want to say franchise because it's had such of an enormous impact on movies, but it was only one film by somebody who has created several franchises, and Steven Spielberg. But of course, in 1982, this film was released. NECA is putting out these figures in celebration of the 40th anniversary of this. Again, like I said last time, I had the opportunity to talk with Drew Barrymore over the years and tell her about how much I loved E.T., as well as Henry Thomas, as well as Dee Wallace. So, you know, this is always a thrill when something like this comes out. So we're going to take a look quickly first at the Ultimate Telepathic ET inside. Okay, of course, we got the reflections going here. But basically, you have the electronics game here. You got the phone for ET phoning home. Another, it looks like a remote device. We have the extra set of hands here. And of course, we have ET dressed up in his, getting casual. He got casual at Elliot's place, so in Gertie's. So yeah, you know, it's a fun memory thinking back to those scenes. And then we're going to take a quick look at the Ultimate ET. And again, we have the electronic game. We have the potted plant. We have a robe for ET. We have the extra set of hands. They didn't quite get the license here, NECA, for the Reese's Pieces. So we have these peanut butter candies. But I think, according to legend, M&M's turned the film down. So Reese's stepped in and I think made a mint because of it. So good for them. So I'm going to quick pull this turntable up here and do a 360 of the boxes. And, you know, standard boxes that they're giving us, as you can see in the background, we have the Ultimate Telepathic ET circling around, displaying different poses for the figure. And I'm going to switch over to the Ultimate ET and put that on the turntable so you can get a look at that real quick. Same thing, as you notice, since this is celebrating the 40th anniversary, they're kind of going with a retro, worn type of packaging for this, which is really cool. It's going to make it really hard for those folks who want to trade figures that are mint in the box when they actually look really, really worn. But I'm sure that you'll be able to tell the difference. So, of course, coming up, we do have that Elliot on a bicycle with ET, and I hope to review that as well. Now, again, these samples have been provided by NECA. Thank you very much to the fine folks at NECA for doing that for me. And what I'm going to do is break each one of these out of their packages and give you a closer look at the deluxe releases of the ET figure line, from NECA. And we're back with the Ultimate ET out of the package. And let's start with the 360 of this. You can see that ET has the robe on. Interesting thing about that is it looks like it's actually cloth in the package, but it is just one piece of molded plastic that if you try, you could move it over the head of ET. What I did was I just pulled the head off, easy enough to do that, slipped the robe on there and put it on to replicate that look from the movie. You have the speak and spell in ET's hands. You have the peanut butter candy in there. You have the potted plant, which of course came in with the well, the Ultimate Deluxe ET. It was actually the flowers were alive with the dress-up ET, which you can see in the background. The flowers are actually dead. So we have 3 potted plants in all so far anyway in this line of 4 ET action figures. And then I'll let it wheel around one more time so you can see in the back. Per usual with the other ET figures, this comes with the extra sets of hands. Curious enough, again, I don't know. I'm just going to have to ask somebody at NECA about this. Why there are 3 extra right hands, but only 1 extra left hand. I have no idea what that's for. Of course, if you have this hand here, you can you know, you would have to work with it, but you could put the potted plant in this hand to do that, like so. Like you can see with the ET in the background. Other than that, yeah, I really don't know why that is. So that's a pretty good look at the ET figure from the Ultimate ET release from NECA. Just give you a little closer look here. Of course, these things are supremely detailed as usual. It looks like basically E.T. stepped out of the movie, which is really, really cool. And of course, the little see and spell is very, very detailed as well. The print is so small in there. There you go. But what I really like about this, even these little buttons are raised on it. You know, maybe some other company, they just slap a decal on there, but NECA takes great pride in you know, detailing their figures and accessories. So I really love the fact that they went the extra mile with these little buttons here. Now, of course, this doesn't work. Or does it? Looks like it almost has a battery compartment there, but we'll find that out later. All right, I'm going to give this one a pause, and we're going to take a look at the Ultimate Telepathic ET. And here's the Ultimate Telepathic ET out of the box. As you can see, he, again, is wearing a robe. This one, at least the arms, it's actually molded to the arms there, okay? Or I shouldn't even say molded to the arm. This is the arm. This is the arm. But it seems like if you really wanted to, you could remove this robe here. I think this is actually the costume that E.T. was wearing when he got drunk. But, you know, obviously people are very sensitive these days, so you can't have a can of beer coming along with the E.T. action figures now. So I'm going to put this guy on the turntable, and we're going to give you a 360 of that. Again, you got the speak and spell there. You have the remote control. You have the phone. I'm going to grab that phone when it comes around. Again, the two extra, well, I don't want to say extra pairs of hands because, again, we have the 3 right hands and the 1 left hand again. So I guess you can't necessarily say that they're extra sets of hands because there's 3 of one and 1 of the other, just like all the other releases. Again, this is a great looking figure. I guess you could say the difference with this one is that E.T., his neck is in, you know, it's inward. It's in his body. You know, when he gets excited or whatever, you notice how the neck comes up, right? And obviously this is very posable here. And here he has it tucked down in his body here. Again, great detailing like the other figures, you know, right to the eyes, that soulful look. I mean, you could, if you feel like E.T.'s looking into your soul, just looking at this video here. Again, the speak and spell, I love the detailing with that. You have the little, there we go, the little buttons that are raised. There's no decals here. Again, I like the fact that it's quality stuff. This is a remote control, okay? And then this is something that's going to be foreign to this generation, the new generation, but this is what phones kids actually looked like in 1982. Going even further back, there was a thing called the rotary dial. All right, well, we had push buttons by 1982. Cool thing about this is that in order for ET to phone home, this does come off. It's actually corded. Again, it's amazing how many kids these days, they wouldn't know how to even use this thing if it were handed to them. But yeah, when we had to make telephone calls back in the day, that's exactly what we had to do. So I'm going to pause this once again. I'm going to take a quick look at both the figures together. Actually, all 4 of the figures together from NECA's ET line from the 40th anniversary of the film. And here are all 4 figures from NECA's ET line. Again, big thanks to NECA for sending this along to me for review. Again, ET is different, each one. Okay, we have the one without the neck here. Obviously, no neck for the dress-up ET. It seems to me when ET gets alarmed, that's when the neck goes up and we get the fully extended neck of ET. So we get that here. And we do here as well. Again, what I really love about this particular one is that you can turn on the heart light. And again, that's an important part of the end of the film. If you haven't seen this film, please see it. If you if your kids haven't seen it, please see it. It is really, truly a classic, and I'm just thrilled that they're coming out with these figures to celebrate the film 40 years after it was released in theaters. My name is Tim Lammers. Thank you for joining this Cool Movie Toys review. I do quite a bit of these, and please subscribe. Please share. Please hit the like button. Tell all your friends, especially fans of Steven Spielberg and E.T. in particular. I just love stuff like this. And E.T. has found a great home in my home. Thank you, and we'll talk again soon.